everybody, today we are going to play with some more of the makeup that I got from the Sephora haul or just recently at all these holiday sales that are happening. I haven't opened most of it up, so you guys get to experience it for the first time with me and play along. Like my pseudo microphone holder here, sorry, I lost the clip for it, so had to get creative. Again, my name's Catherine. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, where we talk all things beauty and fragrance. So without any much ado about nothing chit chat, let's get started. I just put in my Blonde Absolute Intense Blonde Strengthening Oil Concentrate, which I have been loving and putting on my hair every single day. I think it just gives it a little extra shine, and if nothing else, a little definition. Also makes it a little bit, I think I need to wash it a little more often, but you know, if my hair's conditioned, it's worth it. So I'm just gonna put my hair back. I got my face products on already, so we'll just jump right into the makeup. I also wanted to update y'all on some of the products that I've been using that I've talked about in some of my other videos here recently, and just kind of give you maybe my updated opinion on them after I've used them a few times. So the first thing we're gonna do, my lips are feeling really super parched. So before we even do anything, I wanna give my lips a little bit of hydration so it has time to set in before we do my lipstick later. I am going to put on Lip Retreat Oil by Wander Beauty. It's a little lesser expensive lip oil, but it's just as good as the Dior. It doesn't have the color, so you're not gonna get that color reviver, you know, perfect hue for you type shade on your lips. It's just a natural clear formulation, but it feels just as moisturizing, hydrating, and luxurious as the Dior oils. So something to think about if you're wanting just a clear lip oil. I want to get a fragrance video done today too. I haven't done one in forever, and I'm really wanting to because all my fragrances that I've been wanting to review are stacking up. Got to do my makeup quick because I don't know how long Gigi's going to give me for video creation. So the first thing we'll put on is my YSL Blur Primer. I'm just going to smooth that in with my BK Beauty 101. We've been having some crazy weather here lately, so I'm a little tired, so I'm having a little bit more raccoon eyes than usual here. We are now going to use my little tiny sample of Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I do want to try this a few more times just to make sure it doesn't break out my skin, because it is supposedly waterproof, which makes me wonder how non-comedogenic it is. It also is in shade 2N. If I don't have a problem with it with my skin, I'm definitely going to buy this one. I'm not sure if I'm 1N or 1.5Ns. Got to do a little bit more playing with that, but I've been wearing it for the past couple days. In fact, I think all week this week. I love the sheer but yet blurring effect that it has on my skin. I love how it feels. I love how it lasts. So I've been really impressed with this little guy. Again, it's a bit dark for me. Forgive the maybe not quite color matching. I don't think it's dark enough of a difference where it's like, oh my gosh, she's got a mask of foundation on. I've gotten in the habit of not putting it on my chin or chin area as much, because when you're wearing masks, you just get it on the mask. I feel like it's probably gonna block your skin more. You know, I will say also, all week I've been using it with a sponge and not my brush. I think actually, now that I'm using the brush, I like the finish from the sponge better than from the brush. So hold on, I'm gonna go get my sponge. Be right back. Okay, let's try this again. Got my sponge, I like the little divots in it. I have a couple cats, and the cats absolutely love the sponge. Like, I have to keep it hidden. They'll even open up the drawer to get it out. I got like MacGyver of a cat. He's really smart, but he's a little Dennis the Menace. Yeah, this finish is much better. It's smoother. I feel like it gets better. I mean, you know I love my BK Beauty brush. It works great with Chanel, but I just don't think it's working the best with my Dior. But you see that? It's just a nice light coverage. Just kind of evens out my skin tone a bit more. So I was really torn on what look to try with you guys today. I got the Rose Quartz Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette that I've been wanting to use with you, and wanted to play a little bit more with my Makeup by Mario. But I saw Katie Jane Hughes do this look the other day with this Shiseido Sumi Sky 07 Kajal Ink Artist pencil, and I kind of wanted to try it. Maybe we can do that one together. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just create a base of an eyeshadow. I'm going to take my lid brush. I got my Makeup by Mario palette. I'm going to take this light one in the corner here, kind of a bone shade. So I'm just applying basically just past the crease. Then I have my contour contour brush, which is kind of a tight brush. It's a stiffer, narrow brush. And this one is NARS 12. I think I'll take this other one in the opposite corner and just go right in the crease. I'm also going to go down onto the corner of the bottom lid. Basically, I'm just creating a backdrop for the look we're going to do in a minute. Then I'm going to take a Firma 201 and just kind of blend that out. Make sure there's no definite lines of demarcation. What do they call that? Your eyes, but better. So we're going to take our Shiseido Sumi Sky 07 Kajal Ink Artist Pencil. And I'm going to do the outer. And then the inner. Portion of the eye. And I'm going to take my Katie Jane Hughes Spectrum 21 brush, which probably needs to be washed, and I'm going to blend that out. Do a little more. So I'm basically creating a bit of a halo, but it's more ombre. So I want the darkest parts in the inner and the outer, and then I kind of blend the rest towards the center. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I don't know that I've ever worn blue, so I'm not used to it. And then I'm just kind of connecting both of those ends. On the side. I guess I'll go ahead and do the other eye while we're at it. Definitely different. I'm going to take my Kabuki White in the exact same Shiseido Kajal Ink Artist, and I'm going to put white right in the center. And I'm going to go almost all the way up my eyelid. And then take a Spectrum KJH12 and again blend that out. Going to kind of blend it into one side and then into the other. And then do the exact same thing on the bottom. If you haven't watched my videos before, I do these videos right in front of one of my windows on my top floor, so it overlooks the street where all of my neighbors are. So oftentimes I'll see out of the peripheral a neighbor looking up here like, what is she doing? Okay, I lost my battery, so I had to kind of finish up, but that's the finished look of the eyes there. We are going to take our, keep checking the camera to make sure it's still on. We are going to take our Makeup by Mario Metals, and I'm going to dampen, and then I am going to get just a little bit of this beautiful blue ice shade here and just put that and kind of halo it up. And then mirror it right under the eye as well. Blend that out just a little. Going for like an Elsa look. Then I'm just gonna blend with my finger kind of into the sides there. And then do the same thing with the other eye. Honestly, this is a bit out of my comfort zone, so I don't know what y'all think. I'm not sure. Then I think I'm going to blend it out just a bit. Get a clean brush. Yeah, I really don't know what I think. I think if I were to do this again, I'd probably do it a little bit lighter. But let's do my matte. Let's do my concealer. This is my Armani Luminous Silk in 4. Got a little heavy there too. A little heavy-handed today. Always want to use your 4th finger. It's the lightest touch on such delicate skin. Yeah, I definitely got too much over there. Goodness gracious. Keep running out of battery. Anyway, or not battery, memory to save. So anyway, as I was saying, Terracotta Guerlain Gold Bronze in medium warm. Bought this because of the beautiful gold detailing, which is obviously now all gone. However, I absolutely love this shade. This has been probably one of my best purchases lately. I'm going to take my Farrah brush, which it's a contour, Chisel Contour 610F, kind of a make do, and then I'm going to, where the sun would hit. And keep checking to make sure it's still taping. Put bronzer on, you always got to get your neck because obviously the sun hits your neck too. Next luxurious purchase lately. Again, way out of my price point. If there weren't the wonderful sales happening lately, I probably wouldn't have gotten this. I really wanted it, but it just was, you know, hard to justify the price for this. But it is the Hermès Permabrass. Beautiful highlights. Check out that base. I mean, just come on now. needn't say anything. Open it. Again, the beautiful Hermès emblem, which I hate to even use, but I'm going to, and we're going to put it on. And it just gives like, I was a little worried about the gold, you know, it looks straight out gold, but it gives just like a glass sheen to your face. It's not like you see it from Mars. It's really just a very elegant, luxurious, mature, not like mature like I'm 90, but mature is subtle. Subtle would be a better word. When I do my highlight, I like to do where the light hits right here, and then I go up just a bit on the side. And you see that? Just a bit of a sheen. I think as you age, you know, sheen and sparkle tend to emphasize fine lines. So probably as I get a little bit older here, not that I'm not a spring chicken right now. I'm not going to say that I am. But as I get old, even more old, I should say, or as I get older, I don't know, how am I wording that? I don't know. As I get more fine lines, it's going to emphasize them even more. So that's that. Love it. Love it. And just for fun, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take my finger just a bit, try not to rub out the emblem, and I'm going to do my Cupid's bow. Just a little bit of a highlight there until we do my lipstick. My Marc Jacobs Blacker Liquid Gel Eyeliner. I talked about this in another video and I said I didn't really like it because it was so fine and it was a little bit different than the last Marc Jacobs liquid liner that I thought I was getting when I ordered it. However, I have really come to appreciate this. It is thick and it's like it sticks to the skin, so you really got to work to remove it at the end of the day, which I don't necessarily like because I'm tugging at my skin. But you get such a fine line with this that I really have appreciated it. Much finer than actually the original Marc Jacobs that I had. Much finer than the Il Makiage that I use sometimes, or the really come to appreciate this one, especially in the winter months when my eyes are watering all the time. This has been the best contender at standing up against watering eyes. Il Makiage would probably be second place. Last place would be the DVD tattoo liner. Like, I even took a picture. It was gone before I even got to the end of my lane. Go to work one day from my watering eyes. More to come on that, but for now, I'm not going to do like a really thick line or anything. I am just going to, because I want to keep my ombre effect I have here, I just want to kind of enunciate my lashes. So I'm going to go as tight to my eyeline as I can. Lash line, I should say, is tight to my lash line. You can see how I'm able to get like right up in there. That's how fine it is. Take back everything I said about this. Very impressed. Then I'm going to take my Kajal white again, the Kabuki white, and I'm going to do my waterline on the bottom. I keep running out of memory tape, so to save up, to be able to keep going, I went ahead and did my mascara off screen as well as my brow mascara, my brow gel. Just to let you know, I did my usual DiorShow Maximizer 3D, and then I used DiorShow Iconic Overcurl, one of the samples that I had. And then for my brows, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills in soft brown that I've been using lately. FYI, I do still prefer my Tom Ford, but can't get it. So next, a new product. In one of my last videos, I talked about the Rose Ink. What's it called? Rose Ink Blush Divine Radiant Lip and Cheek Color. You can use it for both, obviously, cheek color as well as lip color. It's also clean beauty. Appreciate that too. Anyway, I enjoyed the Ophelia so much, I went ahead and purchased another one. So this is the same product, but in a different shade. The shade is Foxglove. I've never worn it before, so I guess we'll see. It's more of a rusty color. Since I'm still doing my 25 days of red, I thought it would be a good complement to the red I'm going to do today. So I'm just using my finger. I know Rose Huntington-Whiteley, who is the founder of this, uses a brush for it. Come to think of it, I should have done this before the highlighter, but oh well. It's very pigmented. It blends really well though. I've been wearing Ophelia almost every day this week. Maybe a bit bold. We'll blend this out a little. But again, I always hit my cheekbone here and then kind of blend it down and then blend it up. So then I'm going to take my Beauty Blender again, just kind of smooth out the edges so it looks a bit more natural. Just for kicks, I'm going to take my finger. I actually expected it to be more of a rust red. Instead, I'd say it's more of a coral brown. A rusty brown, rusty coral. So this is it so far. Grace is calling me, so I'll be right back. And we're about done. I'm not going to use this one today, but I will say I got Kilian, giving you my updates, I got Kilian Satin Heaven Rouge number 100. When I was applying it to my lips, I kind of got, like, forgive me, but an old lipstick smell. But then throughout the day, you smell Love Don't Be Shy. So then throughout the day, you kind of get whiffs of it on your lips, which is like the most. All right, my iPad keeps saying I'm out of memory, even though I'm like deleting everything from it. So I had to finish up this video on my phone. I was talking about Kilian, the lipstick, and I just said, being able to smell that Love Don't Be Shy throughout the day is just the most luxurious, enjoyable experience. So you just feel like a princess all day long. I highly recommend these lipsticks. They feel fantastic, the color lasts, and like I said, that perfumed aspect to it. If you don't like Love Don't Be Shy, obviously not a good choice for you, but it is pretty subtle. Really enjoyed this one. Wanted to make sure I put that in there to save my battery and my sanity. I think I'm just gonna end this here. Final look. Hope you all are staying healthy and safe. If this is the last video you see before the holidays, happy holidays. Enjoy all the magical festivities that are in the air right now, regardless of if you actually celebrate Christmas or just wherever you are. Just enjoy the moment. All right, mwah. Love you, appreciate you all, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, I did my lipstick. I'm on my phone. Used Armani, which will be day 15 of my red lip look. Anyway, I wanted to show the final look. My Katie Jane Hughes / Elsa look. But what do y'all think? I don't know. I'm not used to seeing myself in colors. That's it. Hope y'all are doing well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.